So I honestly have no idea what I want to do makeup wise today. I'm just gonna get ready and film it for you guys. I already moisturized. I used my Clinique Dramatically Different moisturizer, and I did do a couple spritz of MAC Fix Plus. That has just been setting on my skin for probably about 15 minutes, maybe 20. So I am all ready to go. And first thing I'm going to do is, of course, put on the Revlon Photoready Skinlights. You guys know that I'm obsessed with this. So obsessed with this stuff. I've been talking about it for forever. So I'll just do 2 little dabs. And then put it all over my face. So for foundation, I'm debating between Color Stay Whipped, because I just got a new one of these in the shade 330 True Beige so that it would match me for the summertime because I'm, you know, darker, or my Dream Lumi. I'm going to go with the Color Stay Whipped because I haven't used it in forever, and I really loved this stuff back when I first got it. That's why I, you know, repurchased it again for the summer, because I remembered how much I really liked it. So I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to I just lifted this up and, you know, tapped my brush in there and got a tiny bit on the bristles, and I'll just start applying. So obviously you guys can tell that, well, I hope you guys can tell, but I did definitely get a tan. I'm a little bit darker. I'm not really doing anything fun today. We are going to see 22 Jump Street though. So I'm kind of getting ready for that, and I have to go buy a graphing calculator because I'm taking a math class this summer, and I am loving this Color Stay Whipped because you honestly need like barely any. I just took the smallest amount. Just barely covered my bristles, and a little bit of this Josie Maran Argan Oil Lip Quench on because I like to let it set on my lips while I do my makeup, because then they're super supple and hydrated. Today I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro palette because it's just my absolute favorite palette of the moment, and I'm going to use, on a transition shade, I'm going to be using Naked from Urban Decay. It's just one of their little shadow singles. And I'm going to take it on this big fluffy e.l.f. brush. I'm just going to put that all into my crease. So, I talked to Hollyana Ree on the phone for like an hour and a half. Over an hour and a half. It was a couple nights ago. Talked to her on the phone. It was freaking awesome. She was so nice and like so helpful, and I was just like kind of freaking out. I was freaking out after I was done talking to her. She followed me on Twitter and subscribed to me on YouTube, so but I was like freaking out because I was like wanting to tweet, oh my god, I just talked to Hollyana Ree on the phone. But then, you know, she was following me, so I didn't want her to be, like, weirded out by my weirdness. But I was so excited that I had talked to her. And then she was, like, answering all of my questions about cameras and stuff like that, and lighting and how to deal with mean people on YouTube and all that stuff. And she was, like, so helpful, so nice. Oh, my gosh. I, like, want to be best friends with Holly now. Maybe. One day. It was really cool. It just, yeah, because I've been watching Holly since I was like 14 years old. She was one of the first girls I watched on YouTube because I was in middle school and I didn't really know how to apply makeup to my eye shape, because if you guys didn't know, I am half Asian. I don't have monolids, but I do have like extremely hooded eyes. I know right now it doesn't look like it, but that's because I'm, you know, putting my eyebrows up so I can do my makeup. But anyway, yeah, Holly was like the person who taught me how to do a smoky eye and all of this just like basic makeup stuff, and I'm fangirling a little bit too much, but it was just like really, really cool to talk to her. And then for a highlight, I'm just going to use cream. I'm just going to pick it up on my middle finger and apply it, and then I'll probably have to do a lot of blending work, but whatever. But yeah, so that's how I got to talk to Holly, because she called me. And she was so sweet, she was so nice. Like, we talked about, like, she was telling me about her parents and her brother, and, like, you know, I told her about my family and my siblings and all of that stuff, and it was so nice. So for my under eye concealer, I'm going to be using, as always, it's almost gone, but it's just my tried and true, it's my go-to, that rhymed. It's the Instant Age Remind from Maybelline, and mine's in the shade. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I do film everything on a point and shoot camera. It shoots in full 1080 HD, which is great, but I'm like really ready to upgrade my camera, because I'm ready to get something different, like a DSLR, and Holly was just recommending me DSLRs, so I've been researching them, and I'm really hoping to get one maybe by this fall. I don't know, we'll see how things work out. Maybe I'll be shooting on the point and shoot for another year. I hope that's not the case, but yeah, I need to start saving up for a DSLR. I've been saying that I want to save up for one for a really long time, but I've just like never done it. So as far as Dacey gets a new camera, we shall see when it. Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just going to lightly blend out my concealer lines because I don't want them to be stark. I want it to all just like flow together naturally, and that's what this brush is perfect for. If you ever like notice that your under eye highlight or contour is too intense, just take the buffing brush and like hold it at the back and just lightly, very lightly, barely touch the skin. Blends out really nice. I'm going to set my face with my MAC Mineralize SkinFinish in the shade Medium Dark, and I'm taking it on an e.l.f. complexion brush. I seriously have like 5 of these e.l.f. complexion brushes. They're perfect to use for bronzer, blush, setting powder, everything. It's just really a great brush. I really do like it a lot. So this is a blush combo that I have totally been loving this summer, and it's both of the number 7 blushes that I showed you guys in one of my recent hauls, and oh my gosh, so these two colors together, this one is Honey and this one is Soft Damson. If I mix them together, they create like the prettiest warm toned pink that's a little bit bronzy. Broken brush from e.l.f., but it's the flat top powder brush or whatever, and I just dip a tiny bit in Honey and then dip a tiny bit in Soft Damson. Just lightly dab it on my cheeks where I want the blush. It's so natural looking. It doesn't look like, you know, a candy pink blush or anything. It just looks like a natural flush for my skin tone. Next, I'm going to do bronzer. I'm going to be taking another e.l.f. complexion brush, and the bronzer that I'm going to be using today is the Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. And I just like to do an all-over bronze to the face. I'm not really going to contour today because it's just, I don't feel like contouring. So I bronze my cheeks, take it up high, bronze my temples, and then bronze my nose. Okay, I lied because I want more bronzer, so I'm going to use like my absolute favorite bronzer in the whole entire world. I'm going to use Casino by NARS, and I'm going to put more bronzer all over my entire face. And I'm just taking it on that same e.l.f. complexion brush, the one that I dipped in Bronze Booster, and I'm just going to bronze my cheeks. Okay, so now I'm going to do my eyeliner, and I can't really film it because I'm not good at filming eyeliner, but whatever. This is the Super Slim from L'Oreal Infallible Collection. I'm going to do a really thin line and then like a very tiny flick. Nothing too dramatic. It might end up dramatic, it might be a surprise. Maybe I'll draw a thin line and a tiny wing and I'll be like, no, it needs to be more dramatic. So it'll be a surprise when I come back and show you guys the eyeliner. My Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown. I just picked up a tiny bit on an e.l.f. What is this? Small angled brush. And I'm just kind of move it around in the top until I get, you know, the lower part of the brow first. I just think that that's a lot easier. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but it just makes it so easy. And I also have this stuff in blonde, and it is my absolute favorite brow product I have ever used, honestly, because I know you might think like a pomade would be dramatic all the time, and you can't really make the pomade look natural. You kind of always have to have like a glam brow with pomade, but that's really not the case, because even with dark brown, I can do a natural looking brow, but it just takes a little bit more time. Like today I'm going for a little bit more of a natural brow. My eyebrows are just like super thick, and for me a natural brow is probably a glam brow to most people because it's like super, you know, dark and everything. But whatever, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I can do a natural looking brow with dark brown, which is what I'm doing today. But it takes a little bit more time because I have to, you know, be a little bit more careful, use a really small amount of product, yada, yada, yada. When I use my blonde brow pomade, it's just kind of, I can, you know, not really pay attention as much, and I can just kind of like put it on really quick. So for highlight, I'm going to use Opal by BECCA, and I'm just going to take it on a big fluffy brush and just take a very small amount of product and put that on the tops of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, and then Cupid's bow and a tiny bit on the chin. Curl my lashes and do mascara. Today for mascara, I'm going to mix Maybelline Define A Lash with the Loreal Shocking extensions, the telescopic version, and my eyelash curler is a Shu Uemura. So, coats of Define A Lash, and then I'll do the L'Oreal mascara. Okay, so I did mascara on bottom and top lashes, and then I'm just going to do lip liner and lip gloss, and then I'll be done. I changed my mind. I'm not going to do lip gloss because I've been liking just wearing lip liner on its own, and this has been the makeup that I've been wearing a lot lately. It's how I've been doing my makeup for probably the past 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm going to finish with a couple sprays of Fix Plus. And then give that a minute to set in. And okay guys, so that's the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, then please leave them down below, and don't forget to come follow me on Twitter, and don't forget to come follow me on Instagram. I'll have links to both of those down below as well. And if you guys have any random questions that you want me to answer, then remember to tweet them to me on Twitter, because I will answer them in my next Q&A video. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and I love you all. I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.